All right, you're on Sunshine with Kirsty and Dan, and we right now are very excited to speak to a multi-award winning, chart-topping singer-songwriter and film inspiration, Kirsty. It's the one and only Jeremy Camp. Good morning, sir. How are you?
That's quite an introduction. Thank you.
Quite a
I always feel like that when you have an introduction like that, you have to live up to something. I'm like, it's just me, guys. Sorry. Just me.
Oh, more than just you. Now, Jeremy, you're coming to Perth, and I've got to say, Sunshine listeners are losing it about it, to be honest. And well, they're very excited. They're very excited. What
They're listening.
what can they expect from you when you hit Perth?
First of all, it'll be my first time ever in Perth. So just a little heads up. So if you're not coming to the concert, then I'm very sad because I've never come before. So, but I think a lot of people are coming, so I'm very happy about that. I think I've been doing this for 21 years. And so you're going to hear songs from 2002 all the way up to 2023. I mean, it's a full night. We have a full acoustic flashback moment. We have the full rock set. We have everything. We're bringing everybody. My family's even coming. My wife and kids.
Brilliant.
Well, a whole crew, my band, everybody.
Perth is way bigger.
Let's do it.
You're gonna love it, Perth. And look, over years you've released numerous albums. Is there any particular song or album that's look? Let's be honest, it's your favorite. Which one?
Let's kind of ask me which one of my kids is my favorite.
Yeah.
You can't. What do you? I think I have some highlights probably. I mean, I will follow, of course, Stay, my first album, because, it's like your first album. There's I Still Believes on that, Walk by Faith, all those different songs that kind of started with what I do. But other highlights for me are probably I Will Follow, 2015 release, 2019 release, Story's Not Over. Had Dead Man Walking and Keep Me in the Moment and those different songs. So, I mean, there's a lot of, I Will Follow with Same Power, Christ to Me, He Knows, all those different songs. But they all have a special meaning and just nostalgia / heart, because it's all different seasons of my life. And those albums are things that God was teaching me throughout those seasons, and was able to articulate it through a song. And so it's all special for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So like you said, with God through your life, and how has faith played a role in your career? How have you seen that play out?
Yeah. I mean, basically, if I didn't have my relationship with Jesus, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I think it's basically the songs I write are the songs of comfort that he's given me. It's I didn't write these songs to go, man, I can't wait one day to have a song go on the radio or a song that ended up being a movie about my life. I didn't start off my career in a sense doing that. I actually started off writing songs that I needed healing in my own heart from hardships that I'd gone through. And super thankful that God's giving those songs continuously, and I'll continue to do that. So yeah, really excited.
Yeah, well, many of your songs touch on personal experiences and challenges, like you said, and obviously, you sharing that is really comforting to a lot of other people. Can you share a memorable moment that inspired some of your music in particular?
Yeah. Well, I can get really, really personal.
Go there, Jeremy.
I mean, my first album was pretty much in part to watching the love of my life, go through the battle of cancer, lose the battle of cancer and go be with the Lord. And that was just songs that were, I don't know, my faith was being tested, and my faith was shaken, all that. And a lot of these songs, I Still Believe, even Walk by Faith. So I'm right here, everywhere I go, I know you're not far away, you're right here. Just that simple phrase meant more to me than what people understand. There's sometimes these simple phrases in these songs that there's a song on this new album called Anxious Heart. And, that song in particular came from me battling my own anxieties and had a panic attack. I had this weird thing one time that happened where I was so overwhelmed, and literally God reached in to this dark place that I felt like I was in, because the chorus is very simple. It says, "You're the light when my world turns dark." It's that's a simple phrase, but when I'm speaking that, it's because I've experienced that in such a deep way, and he pulled me out of that dark place. And so here I am now proclaiming that and sharing that, as that song says, he's the calm for my anxious heart. So.
Absolutely.
So
And
good.
you're probably singing those to yourself in the moment, and then you go, "Oh, hang on, I could probably put some melody to this."
Yes.
And
That
go.
would the world.
That
Yes.
is what happens sometimes. Yeah, for sure. It's crazy. Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, look, you were saying before your first album is all
Mm.
about, the incredibly sad story of your wife. They made a movie about it, which is pretty
Yeah.
pretty cool, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the things I even tell my kids, because, for them, oh yeah, they did a movie my dad's life, and it's super cool. But I was like, this is such an honor, because first of all, I'm still living. So the fact that they're doing, you know what I mean? Like that,
Yes,
because
yeah.
a lot of times they do like these kind of biopic things when the person's done, which is weird. And I'm still actively playing. God's still actively, allowing me to do things. I don't take it lightly, because how many people get movies in their life? And so
many.
Well, I don't know if I don't think I'm going to.
There's a movie about Kirsty, but she doesn't know about
I
it.
love there's a movie coming out.
Well,
I didn't. No, I didn't make it. I didn't direct it. It's fine. Like, I just heard. It doesn't matter. But look, with the movie, did you get any say in the casting and whatnot? Because look, KJ Upper is a pretty good looking fella.
I made sure they had somebody good looking. I want to make sure that. But no, what was interesting is, I know music and they know movies, so you got to kind of trust the people who do what they do well. And I wouldn't have known who to pick, or who even to start with, who to pick, and they just knew. Like they know, because they're casting directors, and the directors know these people. They had a list of people they were thinking about, and then they just kind of watched their personalities and how they would fit acting like me, basically. And so it's a complicated thing that I'm glad I didn't have to do. And I'm actually thankful they picked KJ, because he did an incredible job. And then Britt, of course, Robertson, amazing, playing Melissa. Lieutenant Dan was my dad, which is crazy. Gary
I know.
Sinise.
I freaked out as well. I was like, "It's Lieutenant Dan."
And then Shania Twain, like my mom, and it's bizarre. All these big actors and actresses. And I think that was so difficult, because they did such a killer job. It was incredible. And then COVID hit, and it was just hard to kind of watch, that happen. But God's used it in a really special way, because a lot of people, I think, probably might have seen it more because it was like, we have nothing to do, and here's a new movie that we've heard. I mean, I'm just being honest. I'm not thinking people are going to like rush to see me in my movie. It's like, they might be like, this seems interesting, I've heard about this, and they watched it. And then because of that, because it was done so well, that people are like, oh, I want to learn more about this guy. And it's really been sweet. Like, we've gone around the world, and people around the world, literally different countries, are like, we loved your movie, loved your movie, loved your movie. Like, love your songs, they loved your movie. And I'm okay with that.
Maybe I cried and I cried. Like,
Yeah,
I really cried. I'm a crier. Yeah, it was beautiful. So beautifully done.
Thank
All right,
you.
Absolutely.
All
All
right,
right,
a bit of fun.
we're going to move from the sads. We're going to move to the happies. We're going to have a bit of fun
Okay.
now. We're going to test you. So, when was the last time you were in Australia?
10 years ago ish.
Okay, good. You're ready.
Ooh,
You're ready
okay.
for this. All right, we're going to give you an Aussie slang quiz, just so you know how to get around while you're here. Okay, so we're going to tell you an Australian term. You got to tell us what it means. Okay. All right.
Okay.
First up, arvo.
Avocado.
No,
I
close.
see why
That's
you think that.
avo, not arvo.
Yeah.
Oh, my wife says avo, because she's like South African. So, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, she's South African.
Oh,
So
okay. Put it into context.
Okay. I'll see ya.
I'll
This
see you this
arvo.
arvo.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Like afternoon.
Afternoon. There it is.
Okay.
Bam.
All right. Servo.
Sentence.
Okay.
I'm gonna pop down the servo and pick up a drink and a pie and
like a petrol station.
yes,
Like a gas station.
We call them service stations. Yeah,
Yes,
very
service.
good. Okay. Oh, flat out like a lizard drinking.
That's
sleeping. It's like crashed out, like
close.
Oh.
Flat out like a lizard drinking is when you've been working really hard all
Mm.
day and you are just under the pump and you
Okay.
it's flat out like a lizard
You're
drinking.
exhausted.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Which leads us to the next one.
Oh, I have to do this
You
one.
can do this one.
Oh, knackered.
I mean, I can tell you what it sounds like.
No, not naked. Knackered.
No, yeah, not naked. Knackered.
Knackered.
I was like,
You got to put real Aussie into it.
Oh,
Knackered.
knackered.
give me a like a sentence in a sentence.
Okay. Oh, mate, long day. I'm knackered.
I'm wiped out.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I'm wiped out.
Flat out like a lizard drinking and knackered. Usually.
Go hand in hand.
Yes, going
Okay.
hand in hand. Next up, singer.
That's a oh man. What give me
No, take a step.
sentence.
Gonna have a singer.
Oh. Like a nap. A nap?
Sandwich.
Sandwich.
Yes. He
Mate,
did good. He did good.
We're now doing
We're doing yeah. Okay.
Right.
I'll do it.
Oh, yes, please do.
Budgie smugglers.
It's an item.
Oh, it's an item?
Yes.
Backpack.
I guess you could smuggle a lot of budgies in a backpack. It's a pair of Speedos, pair of bathing suits.
I want you to make sure you use that in your vocabulary at some
My
point.
goodness.
Absolutely.
Budgie smugglers. All right. And last one, I'm gonna chuck a Yui.
U-turn.
No,
Chuck a
Hey,
go.
that already. It's starting to click, you know.
Aussie as jets.
I feel like we've bonded now, like in a really
Ah.
good way. So
You're
thank
ready,
you.
and you're
Thanks for
ready
this
for
week.
Perth. You are
Yes.
ready for Perth now. Don't worry.
And not my budgie smugglers. So
Yes, bring them.
Indeed. Well, look,
Oh.
Jeremy, we're going to let you go. We are very excited to have you here in Perth, and thank you for your time this morning.
thank you guys so much. Are you guys gonna be the show?
Oh, I think we will be.
I think we'll have to be.
You better
Yes.
be.
Oh, yes, we will. We'll catch you then. Thanks,
All
Jeremy.
right. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys.